appears to be counting down to the coming galactic alignment in a very specific way. The gravitational pull of the sun and the moon cause the Earth to wobble on its axis, which means that the Earth's view of the constellations changes by 1 degree every 72 years. This is called the precession of the equinoxes. Over 26,000 years, these constellations rotate a full 360 degrees back to their starting point. According to one interpretation, the cross, like the Mayan calendar, uses the last galactic alignment that happened 26,000 years ago as a starting point to count down to the next one, due to occur in 2012.
Mystery of the seven signs is extremely complex. The book of Revelation is full of dreamlike symbolic imagery and hidden clues.
Bible prophecy is really advanced intelligence in the mind of an all-knowing, all-seeing God. Just like intelligence at the CIA, where you have a little piece of information from one source and a little piece from another, and you have to put it together and connect the dots. Bible prophecy is this way also.
Another factor adding to the complexity of the seven signs is that there are more than 7 disasters contained within the seven signs.
7 seems to be the perfect number. It's referred to the number that relates to God, as opposed to the Antichrist, which number is 666.
There is more than one interpretation of the prophecy, which is why others have abused it to mislead followers to their own deaths.
We've had families previously in human history. So whether these are the exact things that God is bringing about in this age to prepare for this generation, having these judgments, that is just something that we can't speculate on.
But one thing that is clear is the climactic judgment in the book of Revelation. The final sign, Armageddon.
And I saw the beast, and the kings of the earth and their armies gathered together to make war against him and against his army.
According to Revelation, the first horseman of the apocalypse reappears, the Antichrist. He has come to confront Jesus himself. It is the final battle between God and Satan, good versus evil.
This war is just horrific in its magnitude. All the nations of the earth will converge at that moment.
Armageddon refers to a specific location.
In the nation of Israel, there is a mountain called Har Megiddo, which means the mountain of Megiddo. And there have been 21 battles for control of that spot. Nations and empires have fought time and time again.
The prophecy of Armageddon has left its mark on history. Some of those battles are fought by crusaders from the 11th through the 13th century. Many of these Christian warriors believe they are, in fact, fulfilling the violent prophecy of the seven signs. exert a powerful hold on people's imaginations. Some of the more knowledgeable believers in the prophecy think we could be on the verge of Armageddon today.
We live in a brutal, chaotic world, so much so that with weapons of mass destruction available and rogue individuals and nations and terrorists and so on, people are afraid that maybe this could be the end.
To believers, the looming threat of nuclear war has always been tied to the concept of Armageddon.
Plagues of biological warfare being stored and manufactured in laboratories. I don't think there's ever been a time in the history of mankind where we have the technology to literally decimate our world in a matter of weeks or months.
As other weapons of mass destruction have emerged, even secular experts evoke images that echo the prophecy.
There could be nuclear exchange. At which point, to protect our own interests, do we get involved with that or not? And if so, at what capacity? Do we launch strike packages to neutralize nuclear threat? Or do we just say, let's just have at it?
If the final prophecy culminates in nuclear Armageddon, the end will be similar to those caused by a large asteroid impact or a huge supervolcano eruption. The devastation of war will be followed by a nuclear winter, a shroud-like cloud of radioactive debris that will envelop the globe in darkness.
We would now lower our global climate temperature by at least 10 degrees. As it got perpetually worse, we're screwed. And then the prevailing precipitation that would fall in the form of snow would be completely radioactive.
In this frozen hell, we would meet our final apocalypse. But apocalypse doesn't mean our demise. It means something to be revealed. The journey through the seven signs only appears to be an unending litany of death and destruction. Starting with the four horsemen of the apocalypse, progressing to a mounting crescendo of horrific disasters, culminating with a final battle that could destroy everything on the planet. But to believers in the prophecy, the seven signs are not a countdown to the end of time. The signs signal a new beginning, a startling and symbolic wake-up call.
The purpose is to grab a rebellious mankind's attention in an effort to bring mankind back to himself.
And this is where the mystery of the seven signs is finally revealed. For amidst the devastation of the last sign, there is an unexpected end to Armageddon.
And I saw an angel come down from the heaven, and he laid hold on the Satan, and bound him, and cast him into the bottomless pit.
Armageddon ends. Satan is defeated. Good triumphs over evil. And a period of peace and happiness begins on earth that will last 1,000 years.